Kia ora, everyone. By now, most of you will have heard about the changes to the traffic light system that came into effect on March 25th, with the further changes coming on the 5th of April. Today, I just wanted to take a minute to talk to each of you about these changes, what they mean for our churches in South New Zealand, and reflect on what the last 12 months has taught us about how we do church. Now, the very good news is we are now able to welcome up to 200 people into our churches under the red traffic light setting. Outdoor gatherings will now be able to have an unlimited number of people too, which gives us scope to run events that we haven't been able to for some time. The news that today we're most excited to share, however, is that from April 5th, church gatherings will no longer be affected by the vaccine pass. This means that from Sabbath, April 9th, your church can host up to 200 people without the need to scan passes or use QR codes. Now, masks should still be worn and care should be taken to ensure that we don't exceed 200 people in our buildings, but all other restrictions have been removed. This is a great time for us to thank the many people that have been involved in making these processes run smoothly. Greeting teams, deacons, deaconesses, and others as well. We want to thank you for what you've done to make this happen. I know April 9th will be a Sabbath of mixed emotions for us. There'll be relief that restrictions are being lifted. There'll be joy and excitement at being able to gather our whole church in one place at one time as well. For some, there might be trepidation or nervousness about being back in a large crowd for the first time in a long time. There could be frustration and even anger as well, that our ability to take part in church has been affected for so long, and suddenly it's just back. It's been a roller coaster and will be for some time for us all. Now, as hard as it's been to have our churches disrupted and our gatherings limited, what I've also seen is that many have realized in the face of these disruptions and limitations that we can still be the church. I know that there are some thinking of planting new congregations now, and others have seen the benefits of home church groups, these models for church, and many more. Also, something that I think many have come to appreciate is that we can now gather together, something that we perhaps took for granted prior to all of this. One thing is still true in the midst of everything that we've faced. We are still the church, and our vision to be a movement of growing disciples who know, live, and serve Jesus is as important as it's ever been. Despite the way COVID, mandates, and restrictions have imposed themselves on our ability to gather, we are and can be the church in ways that we will no doubt continue to use and will use in the days to come. As you plan for April 9 and the coming weeks as well, I want to pray that as we move forward together, we'll celebrate as we return to this familiar mode of church all together, but that we'll also celebrate what we've learned about church. That being scattered has seen the church go beyond our walls, into homes, and into the community as well. God bless you, and God bless your church in the coming days and weeks.